So here you go with your boxing again. Boxing. I'm supposed to pay a... Oh my goodness. Welcome to the podcast. Oh, we're busted. That's what happens. We took a that was our first like intermission. We usually run straight through, no games, no gimmicks, no edits. Boom.
True.
And
we didn't really talk about anything.
What do you mean?
I mean,
on our Christmas special?
No. I mean, like in between.
Oh,
I mean, I died laughing, saying some stupid shit.
Oh, damn! I wanted to ask you what that was. Is it?
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Oh man, it was hilarious though.
It was really good.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like. I can't say it on air, but
sure, okay. As long as you enjoyed it, then that's what counts.
I remember what it was now.
Okay.
Which means it's real good because it came back. It was gone.
Well, if it's that good, it'll come back again.
Okay.
It'll be in about 50 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to. Where's my gavel? Did I even bang the gavel last time?
No.
One more time for the. Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, ladies and gentlemen.
It's ridiculous loud.
You can't be playing with that thing. You can't be. I ain't jolly old Saint Nick. I ain't come here to play with that thing.
You're gonna kill my ear. You're gonna break your own gavel.
Good. That means it put that work in.
And then you're gonna retire it when you break it?
No. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna duct tape it.
No. Nope. Oh, duct tape it. Fine. Then it's not gonna make any noise.
You want me to retire the gavel?
If you're gonna bang it harder each time, yes. If
the gavel is only like the gavel's only like 20 episodes old. It's not even old. You can't be tired of it already. You can't. No. We're just getting started. Damn, it was so... Oh, we talked about Christmas Kwanzaa.
Mm-hmm.
And on our Christmas episode, which we just recorded about 45 seconds ago. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome back. We just talked about Christmas, and I was thinking like, I like, to me, Christmas is all inclusive.
What do you mean?
No one comes up to me and says, first of all, someone come up to me and saying Happy Kwanzaa is all other
work can keep HR from getting
yeah, see,
complex work to
no, even Google knew shit was about to go left. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what's going on. But I have no idea what that was.
Is it recording?
I don't even know anymore. Where was I?
Talking about Christmas something.
Oh, to me, Christmas is...
Oh, all inclusive.
All inclusive.
But people say Happy Holidays now. Like, I feel like uncomfortable saying Merry Christmas.
You can't. That's why I thought of it.
I know.
That's
but nobody says any... Like, it went from... There wasn't anything else. It was... I mean, if... To whoever... Whatever you celebrated, that's what you said.
Right.
And, like, you know... Now it's just like, oh, you can't say the one thing. You have to get everybody involved.
Christmas, Kwanzaa, you gotta.
Like, I don't know. It's just very weird.
That's why I'm still in that
like,
feeling of.
I would never be offended if somebody said like, Happy something else.
Happy Kwanzaa? Because that's where I was going before Google did some wild shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Like, I'd be like,
same to you, man.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm happy. And it's funny you say that. That's why, and it's...
You too. Same to you. You too.
Right. A person texts me today, even Harry. Like, Harry doesn't celebrate anything, but he texts me, and I think Harry's Jewish, if I'm not mistaken. Like, now, now I'm like, wait. See, that's what we did. Right.
Yes.
That's But I'm gonna say same to you no matter what, though.
Right.
I'm not
right.
just like thanks.
Right.
Thanks. Talk to you New Year's. Like, what am I gonna say? But thanks, same to you and your family. Like, I feel all inclusive.
Right.
I don't necessarily feel like a dick for not texting them on 8 days of Hanukkah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. But I feel like a lot of people. I don't even know if people are actually like. I don't want to know the people that are actually offended.
Well, they can't be careful. That I'm not rolling. But go ahead.
But like, if you're like, there can't be that many people that are actually offended by that, right? Like, why did that become a thing?
I don't know. I
feel like that was actually probably the first massive.
Those were the seeds of pushback on.
Like, we're offended.
Not necessarily offended.
Yeah, no, it was offensive.
Oh, it was offensive.
Like, I worked in retail when this shit was
sure.
going down, and like they were like, you cannot say Merry Christmas. You have to say Happy Holidays. People are offended. People are upset because we don't think of them. And I'm like, oh my god.
That's why I say it wasn't like I'm offended, but it was like, hey, actually, this is normally a thing we do, but we're not doing this shit no more. Like, it was like what do they call that? Like,
I don't know.
Holiday culture, like I'm trying to. I gotta.
That's a good one. That was
like
a good
green
one.
shaming. Like I gotta feel it out a little. It's gonna come to me. I'm gonna get it right.
Shaming.
Right.
Tinsel shaming.
Tinsel shaming. I don't know what that is, but I think I'm rolling. Like,
Tinsel's the long, shiny metal little things.
Tinsel. It's gonna come to me.
Okay.
Tinsel shaming might be it though. Like, because I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar, but that was the first. Like.
Yeah, like
actually, this is the thing you do, what? And because it was like, nah, I don't celebrate, and that makes it like weird. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, like okay.
Like when your waiter says, "Enjoy your meal," you're like, "Thanks, you too," and you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Like, or you know what I'm saying? Like someone says some weird shit.
Someone says, "Have a good day." You're not gonna be like, "I'm not having a good day." I mean, like I don't know. I just reciprocate. Whatever.
That's why it goes off just the energy. Because if I didn't, I'm not even. Like, if I'm not like, I mean, someone says like, "God bless." Like, what are you gonna be like? I don't believe in God.
Right.
Like, you
just let it go.
Thank you. Like, all right, I appreciate your energy.
Right.
So, saying all that to say, when I say like, I say Merry Christmas sometimes, but then I'm like, oh shit, I didn't really think about what you celebrate. But
right.
My bad. I was just being cheerful. Like,
I feel like people say Merry Christmas now because I feel like it's even deeper than like an all-encompassing.
Oh,
I feel like
keep
they're
the Christ
like
in Christmas.
No,
bumper stickers. Remember those?
No, not just that. Yeah, but not just that. I think it's people are trying to do like say Happy Kwanzaa if you celebrate Kwanzaa. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people are trying to figure out what you celebrate and like do it that way.
Sure.
Even though they don't celebrate that. That's what it seems like is happening lately, and I'm like, what's happening? I thought we weren't allowed to say this. I thought we weren't supposed to be saying that.
Thanks?
I don't. You too.
Me too.
Wait, you don't celebrate. I'm real confused right now. Like,
that's bad, funny. And Braun got in some trouble
for
this week. I'm gonna let the lovely people at First Take help me out with this one.
What's in the heart of the speaker, right? Like, what are the intentions here?
I didn't watch this video before this. That's true.
Reinforce a negative cultural stereotype Jews care about? No. Now, let me just preface this by saying a lot of the insensitivity in our politics and our culture right now is actually, and I'm not excusing it, but to explain it, is actually a reaction to a PC culture that many feel has run amok. You can't say anything unless you have 3 PhDs in the subject. Because you may say something that betrays a lack of complete understanding about every nuance and sensitivity, and in some way reinforce a negative cultural stereotype that you didn't know. And so people feel stifled, especially in the so-called public square, which is social media and such now, that if they express some thought they have, they're going to be attacked for it. And so what we have is a chilling effect on speech and an exchange of ideas.
Now, what happened was... Braun was reciting some 21 Savage lyrics. And he said, "We've been getting that Jewish money, everything kosher." And he put it as his caption on the gram. And some of the...
Nobody knew that was a 21 Savage rap. I'm sure that was offended by that.
And you know, like...
I mean, not that, but that's...
Right. One day I'm going to tell you a story about how I got a Dyson vacuum for a penny, but that's another story for another day.
Okay.
But like, I think, like what he was doing, and Braun, the way he apologized was like, he was like, I didn't know it was offensive. I thought, I want to find his actual quote. I don't want to paraphrase this at all. But like when he sees like we've been getting that Jewish money, I'm not Jewish. Obviously, not obviously, but I thought we were past that. I want to be very clear. Like if you're offended, right? Like if you're, I don't want to be one of those people to be like not get over it or whatever. I'm not saying it like that. Because I feel the opposite. It's like when you see like we've been getting that Jewish money, you assume like, oh, we've been getting a lot of money. Like if I saw it, I'd be like, okay, he'd been getting a lot of money, and I'm not saying. Like it was, I would be like, "Oh my God, Braun, what did you do?" Like, but if you're offended, but if you're offended, like, yo, we're not doing that no more. I'm like, every week I'm upset.
Somebody, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm upset. Category. Mm-hmm. I just gotta respect it. I guess and that's why I let this guy speak first. I forget his name. I feel like an asshole because he said that very, very well.
He did.
It's not, and that's why I feel like it's not a big deal, but somehow it makes the news, somehow it gets us talking about it.
Right.
But when LeBron says we've been getting that Jewish money, and see, that's the thing. Like I wouldn't assume he just said that. Like if he said it, I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like you can't just say things like that. Like if he just tweeted it, I was like, you wild, like you're really crazy. But I downloaded 21 Savage
But
album.
even still, it's not an offensive thing to say. Like, your religion is rich. Damn, that's super offensive.
That's
like,
yeah, right.
That's,
I meant
that's
to find
my
Braun's quote actually, but that's basically what Braun said.
Like that's not an offensive thing to say.
Right.
That's not offensive at all.
Huh?
Is the kosher part offensive?
He
I
says,
don't know.
He didn't say like everything vegan. Then if he said vegan, I would be like, right, Braun, you fucked across the line now. Where is it?
That's what I mean. Like it was a.
James told ESPN, apologies for sure if I offended anyone. That's not why I chose to share the lyric. I always post lyrics. That's what I do. I ride in my car. I listen to great music, and that was a byproduct of it. So I actually thought it was a compliment. And obviously that wasn't through the lens of a lot of people. My apologies. It definitely was not my intent, obviously, to hurt anybody. End quote.
The fact that he has to go through all that because of something like that is just crazy to me. But I feel like if you come out, like, it sucks for him because he's, like, the professional athletes are held to a higher standard, so they can't even, like, be themselves. Like, probably in public, they're...
Sure, and Braun is actually, even his HBO specials and all he's doing, like, bigger than an athlete. So I get it. LeBron is becoming in that Mount Rushmore of humans category.
Yeah.
Like like he opened a school.
Yeah, with like Oprah and
right, exactly. LeBron opened a school. See, that's why I'm like, this is tricky, Braun. Like you got to kind of lean towards what Obama did, and like, I got to think.
I
this
get it,
but I don't think I'm like, nah, we can't put this as a strike. I don't think it is a streak on LeBron's record. I don't, like it's fucking Instagram. But I'm like, damn.
And someone else said it.
Yeah, like just when.
And it's not offensive. He probably shouldn't have said it. But like,
right.
It's not an offensive. He definitely shouldn't have said it. But like, it's not an offensive thing to say about anybody. If it would have been like.
Oh.
He was talking about being broke. That's different.
Sure.
It wasn't anything bad. Nobody should be like, oh, wish we were poor. Nobody.
Right, and nobody's doing that. That's why it's like, maybe, I don't know, maybe.
But he shouldn't have said it. But it's not offensive, so.
I don't want to teeter the line here. Because it's not, like, religion is some shit I don't fuck with.
I know, but it's not a negative thing.
I don't mean it as this isn't even one of my hot takes. I want to be very clear, like, but, like, maybe it's the poor Jewish dudes that's like, fuck that, LeBron, don't say shit like that. 'Cause I'm being, like...
Probably. Oh.
For the sake of the jokes. Seriously, like, maybe it's like a broke Jewish dude that's like, you've been getting that Jewish money, like, fuck you, LeBron. Like, maybe that's what gets it started.
That's exactly what it is.
It just clicked. Like, actually, why would you complain? Like, you know, I always try to explore, like, why would you complain about that? That's got to be my only, I don't know. That shit would make me want to switch religions. I'm like, God damn it, then maybe I'm doing see, it's crazy that guys like LeBron is held to this standard where he can't fucking quote 21 Savage.
Right.
Who if you actually look at 21 Savage's, like, that's why I downloaded his tape, like where he's come from to where he is now and who he wants to be and who he portrays. It's like he's actually you'd be doing impressed. Like if you look at 21 Savage and wherever your mind is going. Like, you gotta rethink it. Like, 5 years ago, you had it exactly right. Whatever you thought of 21 Savage when you saw that was true.
Okay.
Now...
Because I still have a feeling about...
Hey, listen. 21 Savage is like...
And he was so... I can't even remember what he looks like. But I remember being like, oh, God. Be one of those.
Like, see, that's what I'm saying. His name is 21 Savage. His fucking...
His weird hair. Yeah, that's all I remember.
But see, I respect it, but now I'm like, oh, now when you walk into a place and someone does think like, oh, look at this motherfucker. He got like, you know, it's like you see gold, whatever, like whatever he does with himself, right? You see that? Whatever you think of him, you'd be actually wrong. Now,
right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you thought 5 years ago, you would have been right. Good. Now, whatever. But and guys like what's his name? Louis C.K. that can say wild, crazy shit. Because I'm only bringing it back up because he I had it written down. The HBO episode was called Talking Funny, and it was from 2011.
Wow. That
clip, and I was like, gee. And that's another thing where I'll tie it all in. We had when we talked about that on an episode 2 days ago.
What?
Chris Rock and the Louis C.K.
Oh, okay. I thought we talked about it. I was like, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe we had a.
That's where I was going with it.
Okay.
That was 2 days ago.
Back. Okay, yeah.
And nobody cares.
No.
Like that was 2 days ago. It was trending, and I was like, oh shit, we were live on the podcast. It was going.
But it's from 2011.
That clip was from 2011, and I was like, well, see.
First of all, the fact that we couldn't tell it was 2011. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
For those old fucks, because I had no idea.
See, that's where it's
7 years.
I don't necessarily. I actually don't feel. A lot in 7 years. But that's where I want to be. That's why I want to be crazy. You know, objective about it. Is like, all right. No, maybe I mean sub. I said that. I fucked that up. Maybe this is where I want to be subjective about it. Like I don't feel different.
No, it doesn't matter.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter when it was.
Right.
I feel like there's literally no time that that's
right.
An okay thing to say.
That's why I wanted to be crystal clear with that. But like objectively speaking, it's like, damn, this is one of those instances. But this is the one where you're like, nah, this is valid. Like if I found out the video was from 1993, I still feel the same. Yeah. I still feel like nah, you was out of line.
It wouldn't have mattered when the fucking
because there's no and obviously what LeBron said is it's fucking universe is different. But like there's if you see women getting that Jewish money, everything kosher. I'm not saying it's open to interpretation, but it's like he didn't mean it in a bad way. It's no, you can't. Whoever you took it, he can explain when the shit that Louis C.K. said is no. It's And that's the crazy shit. I get what you did there, but no.
No.
No. No. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way. There's no.
I don't understand how it went.
That's what, and that's why it's a fucking crazy thing, because I'm like, damn.
2011, it doesn't.
That was almost 8 years ago at this point. Well, it was 8 years ago at this point. And I'm like, now people are pissed about it for 2 days. Like, I'm like, so, like, even me talking about it now is like kind of old news. It's like, oh yeah, the motherfucker hear that and be like, oh yeah, I heard that 2 years ago.
I was wondering, like, if we talked about it. I feel like I pushed it back like a traumatic event. Like, I can't believe nobody cares about that.
See, and
cared, or whatever. Like,
see, that's where it gets fucked up.
I feel like Louis C.K. has had like a Netflix special since then.
This guy, Louis C.K.
I don't know. That's just crazy.
In other news, to the same. I don't know. I don't know if I should go Kevin Spacey, or I'll save Kevin. I'll save Kevin Spacey. I'm gonna tie it all in. I think I'm freestyling here, but can I get these people to help me out? Mike Frankel, is he gonna help me out here? The New Jersey wrestler. Oh, this is the video. A referee wouldn't allow Andrew Johnson of I forget. I gotta get the exact college name. Excuse me, the exact high school name. He's a New Jersey wrestler.
Okay, so rewind it again.
A referee would not let Andrew Johnson, the black kid there, continue to wrestle with his dreads. Yeah. So
I thought it was a white kid. They were just cutting his hair.
No. I'm fucking this up because I lost my place in the article. But a referee would allow Andrew Johnson of Buena High School, it's Buena something High School in New Jersey, to wrestle with a cover over his dreadlocks. It was either cut his hair on the spot, live at your wrestling match, or forfeit the match. So Andrew Johnson was like, "Fuck it, cut my dreads." When I watched this video, and I know, and see, that's why I guess I shouldn't fuck around so much, because 21 Savage, I kind of was joking, like, if you look, not joking, but like, he's a rich rapper, so with him, it doesn't, it's one thing for me to just say what I say about 21 Savage. He's a rich rapper.
Right, doesn't matter.
This high school kid with dreads, when I watched this video of this lady cutting this kid's dreads, I was like, this is because the ref was like, nah, you can't continue, I'm gonna get the ref's name also. You can't continue your match with the dreads. It was like kind of heartbreaking to me. I was like, come on, bro. Like,
did he win?
He won that match. Where Alan Maloney is the ref's name. That's him. Right. So I saw that, and Maloney he called a coworker, a fellow ref, the N-word a couple years ago. So that's already in his record. So it's like seeing that and seeing the kid, I'm like, damn, like shit like that is the most. Like it was actually like, it was one of those things on the internet. I was like, come on, bro. So he's in it since then. I saw this like 2 days ago, I believe, and he has been suspended from refereeing in Jersey. His family spoke out. I will play that clip also, and then we'll.
The referee was suspended. That's good. Yeah, but why? How did it happen? Like, why was it? Why weren't they like?
That's the thing, and
like,
I feel I wasn't there, but I feel like a couple people should have been like, whoa.
Yeah, like you've been wrestling for this long enough to grow dreads. This was like your first day.
Wrestler is speaking out about what they call the shocking.
NBC is going to help me out.
In a statement, the family of Andrew Johnson expressed gratitude for the overwhelming show of support for their son, arguing that he was under duress and visibly shaken after a referee gave him 90 seconds to either forfeit his match or cut his hair. The Johnson family's attorney now saying the ref, Alan Maloney, showed up late to the match, and when he did evaluate Andrew, he failed to raise any issues with the length of his hair or the need to wear a head covering. Johnson won, but that hasn't stopped the angry outpouring on social media. Chance the Rapper labeling the incident bogus, and Olympic wrestler Jordan Burroughs saying it's sickening.
in high school, as you're growing and you're developing, you're establishing who you are, you're creating an identity. I know as a young black man how much my hair meant to me.
New Jersey sports officials say
That's
they've
crazy.
opened a civil rights investigation and have sidelined Maloney. A New Jersey paper reported that in 2016 he called a fellow ref a racial slur. Maloney later apologized and has not responded to our request for comment. Now his latest
Apologize?
call, leaving a community...
And see,
First
that's
of
the
all,
thing. You can apologize.
He's just taking it out. Like, he
Right.
was late. Why was he late? Did he have a bad day? Is he just taking it out on him? Because he didn't say anything at the beginning, and then he was like, oh, wait. I don't know. That's crazy, though. That doesn't even make any sense. Like, how he definitely should have been sidelined or whatever, that he should be fired and no longer allowed to do that anymore. But how did everyone at the match let it continue on? That doesn't make any sense. They have to know the rules. If it's not a rule, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It makes no sense.
And
Zero sense.
And that's the thing. He can apologize.
It doesn't
but
bring his hair
It doesn't
back.
bring his,
You know
like,
how
you
long
cut
it
this kid.
takes?
You cut his hair and it
so
doesn't.
long.
Right, his hair, and that's the crazy shit. You
can't just give it
it's
back.
gonna take a couple of years for his hair to grow
Years.
back. That's one thing. But what that did to him, like he broke him, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, that had to. Well, I can't speak for the kid, but me seeing it, it was like, damn, like.
That's years worth of.
But
like,
it was like, you have to do this, or like right now you have to make it. I'm making you make a decision about something
Right.
on your body that you have
You've
to.
kept-
And it's like, damn, like, I wouldn't cut my mustache. I would be like, bro, get the fuck out of here. And my shit will grow
But
back
he's
in
a
3
kid.
months.
Right.
And I'm a 30-year-old man.
Right.
But like a 16-year-old kid to make him cut his hair, like,
he had probably thought he had no choice.
that's why it's just
Yeah,
all fucked up. I'm actually glad he hired a lawyer. I'm like, all right, somebody at least college will be taking
Yeah.
care of some shit for this,
Yeah.
because
That's crazy.
shit like that shit and that, see, that's what with LeBron, and I always do that on purpose. When people are outraged about something like LeBron, I'm like, yo, it's something in your town. Fuck what LeBron is doing. LeBron is rich as hell. He is. It's something in your town right now that if you wanted to, you could be upset about it. Worry about your fucking self.
It's miserable people.
Right. So,
And typically, those are people with money problems.
yeah, no, that's real.
Not 100%, but.
And well, people with too much fucking bad time on their hands.
Yeah.
With people with time problems. And now I'm gonna get to Kevin Spacey here. I lost him for a second, but
that was very weird. And
Kevin
we're not
Spacey
playing
went on for 3 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of crazy. But I think
What was this about?
he just dropped it. He said, "Let me be frank." I think it has something to do with House of Cards, but I'm not sure because I don't watch House of Cards. But if you're listening on the podcast, in the podcast app or on Spotify or SoundCloud or wherever you are, all I know is I'm on Twitter. Kevin Spacey tweeted, "Let me be frank." I clicked. Here you go.
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is
And I
too
didn't know he
strong,
sounded like that.
too
I don't even know if
powerful.
that's his real voice.
I mean, after all, we shared everything, you and I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't.
I don't understand.
So we're not done, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want.
I think,
Want me back.
and that's where I'm
Of
going.
course, some believe
stop it right
everything
there,
and
and
just
that's
been
good.
waiting with bated
Yeah,
breath
funny.
to hear me confess it all. They just
I believe this
died
plays
to
in with
declare
House of
everything.
Cards.
Okay, because
Right?
I don't understand any relevance to anything on the planet.
And that's why I think it was interesting that he just chose to tweet that and just said, "Let me be frank," and just threw it out there. Because I also think that he was playing into the whole like the revenge.
person?
No, the revenge of the "Make America Great Again" white man. Like, I think he was kind of playing into that. And I know that sounds.
I don't know. I can't. My brain can't even wrap around it. Like, I'm not even like. When I heard it, I was like, "That's really what he sounds like. That's weird." But that's literally the only emotion I got out of it. I'm like, "What is he talking about?" I really, like.
But about an hour ago, he was just charged with the sexual assault.
An hour ago?
An hour ago. So, see, that's why it's all so crazy, because I think...
okay, so I didn't know there was something
No, I don't...
I just thought you saw Kevin Spacey all in... I don't know anything about...
I think this is... I don't...
Oh.
Yeah, I don't... Maybe this is just crazy timing of the internet. Let me see. Listeners, forgive us. I love it. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, wait, what? I don't get it. This is trending? Actor charged with sexual assault in Massachusetts. Yeah, 1 hour ago.
Wow.
Now, I also want... That's not funny, but I think it's absolutely insane that... Now, that video was posted, like, 3 hours ago. Like, I happened to... That's crazy. So, yeah, now I got some... Now I really don't know what the fuck's going on, actually. Really that video confused. Just took a whole nother turn.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
Now I'm way... But I don't know. What's
yeah, well, I guess listeners, my bad, but I gotta...
We gotta research into that.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. Like, is this... Now I'm really confused. See, now... And that's where I was going with this. I know he was accused of some wild shit, and he was, like, of some sexual assault shit, which I didn't want to get... It's Christmas, so I wasn't going to take this too crazy. Mm-hmm. But, I think we got crazy in the Christmas special. Oh, no, that's robots. It didn't count. That's why I thought it was interesting, because he was charged with some sexual assault shit. And then... excuse me. He was accused of sexual assault. Mm-hmm. And then to come out with something, like... The language he was using in that video, I was like, wait, what is this? Like...
The weirdo.
Trying to be funny, like, yeah, me and you know I did it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, bro, you got a pending. Like,
I don't know what's happening. I've never seen House of Cards.
See, but I looked at that as it played into. I believe that, and I call it. I labeled it. I coined it. I guess the Kardashian finesse, because that it was a thing that they use, like when she gets the Bo Derek braids. Or I can't even call them Bo Derek braids, but she gets braids, and obviously braids, like I'm black. Women my whole life have been wearing those braids. Like, you know, like I didn't even think about it. I don't even think about it in my brain. So when Kim Kardashian calls them Kim Kardashian braids, I get how like black women are like, no, we're not rolling. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, and like everything else, I respect it. I had braids.
Right, it's not
I'm not offended. They weren't my... Like, you know what I'm saying? I had braids. Now I'm bald. So, you know what I'm saying? I had braids. Like, they didn't be no good. I don't know what to tell you. So, I'm like, whatever. But I understand how... I know... I don't know. But it's a theory of mine that Kim Kardashian does this on purpose so it can trend on Twitter. Because it gets us looking, it gets us talking, it gets us whatever. True. Like, doing certain things, like... Saying certain
Any
things.
attention is good attention.
At this point,
attention is good attention.
Right, because, so it's like you do...
Paris Hilton turned her thing into a multi-million-dollar business.
Right,
Several businesses.
Fucking
multiple
10-figure businesses. Yeah, easy. Like, lightly. You know what I'm saying? It's just... And that's... And it's the Kardashian finesse. Like, whatever you... Just pump fake it one time, no matter what it is.
Oh, I forgot. Kim Kardashian was like her... assistant or stylist or something. Yeah,
there you go. She learned it and was like, wait a minute, hold on.
It's actually the Hilton finesse.
The OG Hilton finesse. I guess we got to change the name to the Hilton finesse. Like, you can't give the Kardashians any credit anymore. But see, I guess it doesn't always work, because I think shit like this, like that, and even I'll go back a little bit as old news, but H&M with the coolest monkey in the jungle. You can't tell me. You can't tell. I didn't. You can't tell me. You didn't know, but you know what it's gonna. That fucking hoodie was everywhere, and people are still in H&M. Black people are still in H&M. White people are still in H&M. Everybody with a picket sign that was like, "I'm not pro." They did. Everybody. Fashion Nova ain't shipping shit out on time. They're still going to H&M. You know what I'm saying? So it worked. It works for better or for worse. Some shit from 2011 that I didn't even know that, and I saw that scene on social media 100 times with Louis C.K. Never knew what that show was. Now I know. Talking funny. Took him 7 years, but I guess it got me. I don't know. Here we are. But
true.
I guess that's the game. And
he could have leaked that video to get us to look back at the show.
See, that's why I feel like you could hire a blogger to be like, yo, go time. take this and
because bad will bring people to you. But I don't know.
What was I just gonna say? Oh, and to lighten the mood, I lost Drake. I don't know where the I'm upset thing is, but I'm definitely gonna save that for my soundboard. That's going in my all time list. But shit that happens in public isn't always like, here, Wayne Gretzky gets denied on the kiss cam. And I saw this and I was like, damn, bro, like, this is the other end of it. Like, I obviously that's his wife because it wasn't an issue. But now these creeps that get in trouble for trying to kiss girls and all the other shit, and girls are like, no, I don't want to do that, and they go scandals. I'm like, that doesn't always go the right way. Loud on the kiss cam.
Oh, ouch.
His wife. For those just listening, I love you, YouTube guys. I swear I'm gonna make it. It gets greater later. But for those just listening on Spotify,
that was
wherever
painful.
you are,
you know what
Wayne
it is?
Gretzky was on the kiss cam.
He has no lips. She doesn't know what he's doing. She has
She's
no
like,
idea.
Are you blowing air
She's
at me?
like, what are you doing? She looked at him like, what is your problem? What? She's like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Damn. He laughed about it. Wayne Gretzky.
He was embarrassed.
Wayne Gretzky was cool about it. Here, I'll turn it to you YouTubers. This is the best I could do for now, okay? But I looked at Wayne Gretzky and I was like, damn, bro. See, if
he's like,
what if he was like, girl, you better give me a kiss?
She would have done it.
Maybe in a different video. It's 2019. It'd be like Wayne Gretzky. She didn't wanna. Like, it got me thinking about PDA, like public display of affection. And it's funny, whenever I say PDA, where I learned that was my single friend, James McKenna, who has been on the podcast, who makes it easy for you guys. New listeners, if you go back to Alt Left James, whatever episode that was, there's my guy. But James, like, we were like young, and a guy was kissing his girl, and he was like, come on, dude, with the PDA. And I was like, whoa, like, fuck's your problem? Like, I was looking at him like, yo, chill. Like, but he was like, and I was like, the fuck is PDA? And he was like, public display of affection. And I was like, you need some pussy. So it was kind of like, I was just like, what? And then every time I see that shit, it just somehow that plays in my brain. When I saw Wayne Gretzky, I was like, damn, bro. And I was like, oh, maybe she just was like,
she couldn't see his lips. She for sure couldn't see his lips.
I was thinking she didn't want to kiss him, but I'm rolling with Wayne Gretzky.
Because she looked at him like, what are you? What is your problem?
She didn't want those peckers on her, bro.
Oh, ew, that's exactly what that is. I don't have the biggest lips, but like those are like hard. He's not puckering.
Oh damn,
that's not a pucker.
He's the GOAT too. Like, oh, and hockey pucks. Yeah, no, somehow there's a good joke there, but Wayne, he's the GOAT, the great one.
That's funny though.
I guess he's not a great finesser. Sorry, man, but
it's sad.
No, that'd be trash. If your girl says no on the kiss cam, that's kind of trash. Like you can never take that moment. You can never take that moment back.
Like your wife, yeah. Like even if you're mad at each other, you have to kiss. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah.
On the kiss cam?
If you're sitting next to each other still, you have to kiss.
That's another
That's the thing. If you're mad enough to leave, you're not going to be sitting there for the kiss cam. If you're sitting there still, you better fucking kiss me.
Okay.
You ain't that mad, or your ass would have been gone.
You're not rolling. Okay. See, that's where it's also out. I think I thought about that also. Like maybe they were having I'm like maybe they got into some bullshit earlier.
No, she wouldn't know.
Damn. Yeah. I agree.
I mean,
because
I say that I know there are girls that are like, I don't know, they're petty, so they would probably say no on purpose because you were fighting, but knowing that they're not going to be
trash to me.
Yeah, it would be. But there are girls like that. There are girls,
especially if I was Wayne Gretzky. Like nobody knows who the fuck I am at a Islanders game.
But still, it's
I'll be like, wait,
what?
I'll be like, oh shit, it's us, and you're like, no. I'll be like, wait, no, but like
what? You just said no to me, like.
Maybe I see. I want to go somewhere else with this, but I'll save it for episode 77.
It would have been like if you were trying to say no to me, because I wouldn't have. And I would just like grab your face and make you do it. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
And you would have been trending on social media. Us too.
No means no.
Us too. You goddamn right. How'd you feel, sir? No questions.
Violated.
No questions.
Violated.
Nah, I'd be like, man, listen.
I gotta go.
I'll be back. They would have saw us like. I think that's it. Is that it?
It's not it. We're gonna talk about Offset's dad.
We were doing so well.
What do you mean we were doing so well?
We recovered from.
No, this is important to me. We've been talking about this like every episode.
The saga of Offset
and Cardi B.
And Cardi B.
It makes sense.
What?
Like what the dad says, to sum it up into a smaller package. Basically, he was saying that Cardi posted the picture of Culture out of spite, which of course she did. She did it the post after her divorce post. Like, you've been holding out, and then he dropped the bomb that she was supposed to be released on his album. His new album, his single, his debut.
The album cover was supposed to be the
album.
Picture of,
and he hasn't dropped the album, I don't think. Now.
I know this is a real family.
Like, the whole family was banished from posting any pictures of her. Not one fucking picture leaked. Not one. And she's like, we getting a divorce. Bam. There's the baby.
Culture.
Like,
I don't agree with people using kids. I want to be very...
No.
Straight to the point
with
that.
What are you doing? Like,
that's
what are
not
you
cool.
doing?
Can we read the actual...
The post that the dad said? Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yep.
Because I want to... When I heard it...
You ready?
You know, and I think this is good that we keep track of this thing. At first I was like, why are we... This is fucking stupid, but whatever. But,
it's out there.
No, but that's why I'm like, you know what? This is actually... I'm like, we're watching people's lives. Like, we're actually watching a real... This shit happens every day. Like,
people are... This is
there's a
really...
whole courthouse for this. Like,
this is a really good way to see how people really are. Because everybody is so public nowadays that, like, you can literally know the ins and outs of... I mean, you don't know everything, but, like, you can see a lot.
Sure.
You know, and you see a lot from a lot of different people, and it teaches you about people.
Sure. I agree.
It's not a good thing, typically, but...
That's why I'm like, you know what? I'm on board. We'll make a good conversation about it. Fuck it, let's roll. So, please.
All right. So, Offset's dad said... I'm just getting off a flight from LA to Atlanta. I want to thank the brothers that... This was to his, like, fraternity or whatever. The group there. I want to thank the brothers that cared enough to identify my family situation being played out over the news and made a point to curtail it. I also want to thank the ladies for your support as well, and the one that told me to not go in the group when I got off the plane. Unfortunately, I had already read the post and every sub. Right now, my family is going through a very tumultuous time. What you see in the media is only the tip of the iceberg. Social media is a powerful tool, but certainly no place for family situations, which he's putting out there.
I was going to say is contributing to, but go ahead.
However, our youth, specifically my son's wife, doesn't understand that. She seems to want to take everything to social media without regard to the devastation it has on others, past, present, and future, or specifically what it does to the other children. I say this not to say...
Hey!
I know. That it was hard to say it that way. I say this not to say that my son is innocent, as he has done his share of dirt, but the whole scenario is a never-ending drama session. It's a tick for tack, but I always thought it was tit for tat, and that really annoys me. Anyways,
I don't know.
Tick for tat.
I don't know what they do down there.
I'm from Florida, so it's the same.
You're not rolling
No.
in the panhandle over there.
Yeah, nah. It's a tick for tack. But anyways, I'm easily annoyed. Mudslinging situation fueled by jealousy, envy, insecurities, psychological issues, drugs, etc., etc. Drugs, etc., etc., etc. while one
I don't like the drugs. I don't like that.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what do you mean drugs, though?
Because especially when he says being played out on social media, like that contributes to it. Because now I'm like, wait, what?
Right. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I'll get everybody's side. While one may believe that celebrity life is good, open to scrutiny, and is fair game for jokes, insults, etc., it is different when that stuff is in your face every day. It is depressing and tiring. People do and say hurtful things about my family members daily, specifically my child. While he ain't perfect, he is mine, and as a parent, I have a duty to protect him. Right now, I cannot do that. Like most young adults, he doesn't always do what he's advised to do, but we are talking about a 25-year-old with an unlimited supply of money, women chasing him, etc. He said that, I'm assuming this was because of Cardi B, but recalls a horrifying episode where his home was raided by federal agents and his daughter came home to a blocked off street where agents were waiting with guns drawn. Woodward also bitterly recounts what happened to the family when Cardi, 26, which again, she's young too, which you talked about, released the Instagram video in which she declared she was divorcing Offset.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why, like, whenever you say the age, it's like,
they're kids.
This is crazy.
Woodward said his phone blew up nonstop, and she released the first pic of baby Culture to spite his son. Last week when Cardi posted the divorce video, I could not get any work done, blah, 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 blah. She released the baby picture out of spite. It was supposed to come out in his album. She basically screwed my whole family over, that vowed not to release pictures to social media. Everybody's in an uproar, blah, 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 wow.
And, okay.
But that makes sense, but come on, man, your kid...
Now, see, that's where it's like he told a lot of information, and
but I knew anyway. I knew something was up. Like, you don't just post. We talked about it.
Oh yeah,
not on air,
right,
but
sure.
like we talked about, like, why would you just post it all of a sudden? Like, something's up. Like, you just wanted to be the first one to post it. Like, and that was exactly what it was. But it was on a whole nother level. Like, she wanted to be the first one to post the baby instead of him having that moment for his debut album.
Now, see, that's where I'm like, when you do things like that, you can't
undo
take it back.
You can undo it.
And it makes me think of Pusha T, like, you are hiding a child. But, like, when Pusha T said that, like, you were hiding, and I'm like, wait, Drake this shit's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I was like, wait, Drake has a kid? Like, I got every Drake out. Like, wait, when did he mention that?
I don't remember that in the
story. He actually fucked up a lot of money behind that. You know, he fucked up a lot. He fucked up a rollout of like how DJ Khaled. See that now. This is where we get into the gray area episode, aka the hypocritical portion, which I'll get a soundboard for, but. I just said if you're gonna use your kid, like when using your kid for bad, like how Khaled does Assad, I'm like, oh, that's legendary. Like, yeah, fuck it, roll him out. Like, you see, like we talked last Christmas episode, we talked about Macaulay Culkin. Like, if your kid has like a talent and just good at, knock yourself out. Like, go for it.
Set him up.
So I guess that's what Drake's intentions were, to roll him out. And do it and Pusha T fucked that up, and that's when I was like, well, when rap beef, I'm like, wait, but he affected a lot of money. So fast forward to this situation, I'm like, wait, if you released the baby's picture on Instagram for free and fucked up a lot of money, but like you were not thinking in the moment.
Album.
But you're not thinking in the moment, especially if y'all gonna be together again. Like, and I also realized, and I'm gonna disconnect from Cardi B for a second. At 30, like, I'm like, wow, you know, they always say women think they can change men, but me personally, like, as a man, men think they can change women too. I swear, like, at 30, I realized, I was like, damn, you know, I'm like, wow, us too. Like, because I look like, I really don't judge who's wrong, who's right in this situation. I'm not there. I don't be there.
Right, we don't know.
But I'm like, those things like that, it's like, damn, you know, that's not good. Like, if you did that, we can't. I've become sensitive in my time, in my feelings. It's like, we can't do that. If you're not thinking and you're that mad to not think at this point,
But like to do something that affects
right.
a long
term. No, even us. Like if you thinking to fuck us up in the moment, that's not good. No, because we still in the car together.
Right.
So if you want to crash this to get, I'm not rolling. Like I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's really fucked.
And even when the step Offset's dad, I think it's a stepdad, but I'm not sure. But he says it my son, so I know I'm rolling. But his dad saying drugs and all, and I'm like, even when you say that, I just think like, why even bother saying that?
Right.
Because there's no amount of drugs. Like, I look at crazy shit. Like we saw, and I'm not comparing these two at all. I'm just throwing an example out here. We saw like Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston from the beginning, and I think that like, just we don't realize what happened. That ended tragically. Like that ended in a tragedy. Like, and Bobby Brown is still like probably heartbroken over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like he and his daughter died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
from the same thing.
The same way. Like that's what I mean. We watched. They had a kid together that got old. Like I'm like, wait, whoa. If this shit is real, like.
True, it's like the next.
You don't want. I'm like, and that's the thing about being 30. Like, I'm good with patterns, kind of. I'm like, wait a minute, like this is like, hold on, what's going on here? Like, this sounds like I'm like, is nobody else seeing this shit? Like, isn't this not the same story? Like, they didn't have tweets back then, but like,
true.
Dysfunction.
That's true. See,
dysfunction.
And the drugs thing, I was like. What are they talking about? Weed? Like
when you say drugs, to me you ain't talking about weed.
Yeah,
we don't like when you like drugs. If you are talking about drugs and talking about weed, you should be more specific because you're fucking taking everybody down the line. Like when you say drugs to me, drugs is cocaine, drugs is dog food, drugs is dope,
crack.
Well, I don't think like you hope to think like who smokes crack these days? Like if you
Whitney Houston apparently did.
Come on, jeez, what's up with you? This is Christmas.
You took it there. I was just following
along. She did, but
okay, I'm just saying.
No, like, that's the shit. That's where it's fucked up. It's like, and
you never know. And I feel like Whitney Houston was way further away from in my head. Than
but that's what I mean. Like crack is like that's great, but in all seriousness, there's heroin overdoses happening every day. So it's shit that I'm like, everything. When you say drugs, I'm thinking the hard stuff.
Right.
So I don't know, because it's even real people. Yeah. It's real people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't like the public display of it. Because it does get, I almost feel socially responsible. I almost feel like
and then I feel like for their benefit, like you're letting negativity in.
Sure, and that's what
she started that shit a long time ago. Though she's always been like that, talking about I'm single before she'd announced she was pregnant.
Right.
And that's
what I say.
I was like, what?
I've been around like those roller coasters.
Yeah, like
of certain kind of women. Certain women that I won't say certain kind of women, but women that do certain things. Like certain women that do certain certain people that do those patterns of like shit. That's like when you allow you push it out to the world for motherfuckers like me to be able to speak about it. You took it too far, kind of.
Way too far.
Like in that situation, it's like
not kind of. It's way too far. Way too far. We shouldn't know anything about all this stuff.
And that's what I mean. There's real people involved. There's a real kid involved.
Right.
So to me, it's like I don't know. I
feel like Offset should run.
And that's why I joked about it before.
I go back and forth with it, but like I feel like they should just cut their ties and continue to do business together. And I don't know how long that would work out, but.
But I joked about it before, where I was like, I don't know, bro. You got to be sure this is the one because you don't want to do all these public apologies, and then
it's out there.
2 years from now, you and your next girl,
right, in your face.
Yeah, right. It's in your face, and you can't even like now. Your I'm sorry is used up. You can't even use this for the woman you may really love, and maybe you're not perfect. Maybe you may fuck up, and you like, baby, I'm sorry, and. She's like, I've seen that before, bro. So I'm like,
put it on Instagram,
right, exactly. So that's why I'm like, when you put things like that out there, People can always play that and replay that, and it doesn't mean the same thing in person because there's like some shit you said on the internet, some shit you said to everybody, basically. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
and that's where it's like I'm not saying I'm not, and I see rappers and I see other motherfuckers like Offset or Cardi take Offset back, and I'm like, you can't tell her to take him back, you can't tell him to run, but it's like, I don't know, bro.
It's like watching like a car wreck or something. I don't know. It's just you can't you want to look away, but just
I'm sure we'll.
And once you if you take a dip in it, you're in it. You know.
Yeah, it's almost
or 2 dips. Once you get 2 dips in, then you're like, okay, now I have to know what's going on.
And it's see, that's the crazy shit. And one day, like I said, one day I'll do my family court episode. But had I. But I'm like, yo, I've been through this. I know a roller coaster when I see it.
Yeah.
Man.
It's
Trust
not going to end
not
well.
This never works out. This is never good. And I don't know. I wish him the best, I guess. But
so, tell me about Fortnite.
Fortnite is taken. See, that's the shit with. It's just the game. Like, I guess the game is the game because Fortnite is being sued for using people's dances and people's likeness. Like, you know that dance? I can't do this shit. I would tell you the crazy shit.
I figured I was like,
if I stood up, I could do it, but I'm not gonna go there.
I could not, and I know, you know, I can't. That's too. It's too like. What the fuck is that? I don't understand.
That's why.
What's that?
That's why I know I can do it because I had to try. I'm like, wait, that shit don't make no sense. Like,
no, it doesn't make any fucking sense. And people do it so fast. And I'm like, what rhythm are you moving to right now? Like, what is happening?
Right.
Anyway.
So that's a distinct dance, right?
What that called?
Oh shit, I forget. It's the Backpack Kid. He's called the Backpack Kid, so it's his dance, and I saw that you see videos on the internet, but I saw it, whatever. Apparently, he got famous off of it, like gram famous, whatever that's worth these days. But it's a distinct dance, and the Millie Rock on any is a distinct dance.
Yeah.
Fucking like
I've seen it a lot
everywhere. So Fortnite put it in the game. Fortnite put the Carlton in the game. See, that's what my name is Carlton.
You should sue them.
I feel like I won in. Like, no, seriously, I was born in 1988. Like, I don't know when the fuck Will Smith came around, but it wasn't 1988. Mine was 1988. But no, but they had the Carlton dance in the game. He wants PC too. So Fortnite has been using these dances, and it's been cute. It's been fun. It's cartoony. Now these people are coming out saying like, yo, we want. Actually, those are our dance. Those are our likeness. So Fortnite's taking lawsuits from every angle at this point for using dances in the game, and I thought it was actually interesting. I was like, I will definitely keep track of it because a part of me is like, well, and remember I had Jennifer Lane Park on when we talked about her one of her bandmates were playing Xbox one day and happened to hear their song and was like, wait, what? It's like, we want PC on that. So. Okay.
Yeah, that's complicated. I feel like they should just be like, let us in on a piece of it, or
I think that's all the ultimate goal.
Okay, but it's still a little
like
but it says the Backpack Kid said in June that he was just happy it's in the game.
Right before he realized there was a bag involved and other people were suing, he was like, oh shit, like they're using my dance, cool. Yeah, he's like fucking. I don't have to Google him. But he's like, these are podcast facts. But he's like 17, 18, maybe 20.
Okay.
So he at that age, you're like, oh, it's cool. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right, he looks like it's a long neck kid. Sense. Oh, these fucking kids.
Oh, I imagine him being like
I did the same thing.
And lanky.
That's why I say like. See now for that point, when you think about that, I'm sure he's like, oh shit, this internet thing is cool. Fortnite's using my dance, awesome.
Right.
And then he sees one person suing another person suing, and he's like, wait, there's like millions of dollars involved in this? Alright, now, fuck that, you're using my dance. Because at first, I'm sure, if I found out that Grand Theft Auto used my voice in their next game, I would be like, oh shit, that's litty. And I wouldn't
give me the credit.
No, that's where it's like I wouldn't be like, hey, you know, I'm super. Well, he said in June, right? That's what I'm saying. He said in June.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
But it would be cool. It would be like, well, can I have my name in the credits, please?
Well,
like
in June, it wasn't. The game was just now popping off.
That's why I say like it's a tricky situation.
But then people found out how much money it was making.
Right, and at that point, if you feel like
some of your money.
That's the game, I guess. That's why I know this whole thing. I'm gonna stick with this. That it's all fucked up at this point. It's just like it's the Wild Wild West. We're back to the Wild Wild West. Anything goes for a while. I don't know. My solution was a blackout. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. So I guess as long as it's the Wild Wild West, we just gotta roll with it. Because like, is Fortnite wrong? Yeah. Are they right? Yeah. Like, is the kid wrong?
Yeah.
Like not really, and then yeah, like, all right, bro. I can't.
Like a lot of gray area.
It's too much gray area for me.
But so everybody feels like it's black and white.
Because there's money involved. Money means yes, or money means no. And money means somebody gets paid either way. Okay. So well, I am curious to see where it goes. I am curious to see.
Yeah,
like is he gonna get paid? Maybe if it's a non-disclosed amount. I'll know, like, then we'll know, like, all right, see, but where does it go from there now? Like, this is also, like, outrage, public outrage is one thing, like, public, these things is, like,
getting money from somebody.
Yeah, like, money, and like I say, even when there's actual dollars involved, we can't just say it's not a big deal, because it's U.S. currency being fucking exchanged.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
So, this is something to pay attention to, so we'll see.
Okay.
Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa to you all.
I'm surprised you were able to say that like a few times tonight.
Me too. I can't say like regular shit, but Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa just flows out just fine.
It's very weird.
Go figure.
You told me to remind you about something. Hang on, I'll tell you.
I don't know. But, oh, here we go. I haven't heard this in a while. So for those who've been down since day one, they know what time it is. You got it go off air?
You did it. No, you did it. It was the Home Alone thing. I just was like, there was something I was supposed to remember, and my brain couldn't remember it. So
we talk about now? We did 2 episodes in one day, so now this is a blur. This is some heat. We did 2 episodes in one day. It was the Christmas episode.
Christmas special, so you got to go back.
So if you want to see, I don't even know which way you going, but
the Christmas special.
The Christmas special. Thank you for subscribing. We love you all. We'll see you on New Year's. We'll see you before New Year's, actually.
Yep.
I don't know what's happening. If you see this in the future, hi.
Gonna be in the future.
Oh man. Ciao for now. Have a fucking day you deserve.
See ya.